Are you recording this time? It's recording this time. Hey!
Hello!
How's it going? Good morning. It is a full week later. We did record a intro video in Princeton actually during this video, but I didn't press the record button, so we don't have any of that. So instead, it's a full week later, and we're coming at you from the future telling you about what a cool video you're in for.
So what we were going to say in our intro is that we were taking some time in both Princeton and Freehold, New Jersey, and before we moved to Pennsylvania, we wanted to try all of the fun, classic New Jersey things that we hadn't tried while we lived here.
So enjoy all that.
Have fun.
Have a good day, guys.
Back to the past.
Goodbye. All right, we have our delicious treats.
Sweet treats.
And we found a nice secluded bench to check them out and eat it on.
So we're trying a bunch of new places today, which is really exciting, but we did have to make one typical stop here in Princeton.
Yeah, we had to go to Rojo's Roastery. And don't worry, that edit, all the footage from that edit is from before the COVID pandemic, so none of that, all that is above board. None of those people were not wearing masks when it wasn't safe to not wear masks.
So our typical drink here is a decaf oat milk latte, which is one of the best oat milk lattes in the state of New Jersey.
If not the best.
It's so good. I stepped away from the latte today to spare myself some decaf, and I went with a tropical tea, which is actually very refreshing as well. I think they come unsweetened because it asked if I wanted sugar, and I did 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm not used to saying how much sugar I want in my tea. So it's definitely unsweetened, just a little bit of sugar, but it's still really good. It's like a really tropical berry taste and not fruit punchy, which is really nice. Definitely a nice tea.
I love the color. I like to hold this.
It's a great color.
Look at that. It like glows.
It does glow.
Do you ever go to the mall in Tivano when Tivano was a thing, and then it has like those, like, obviously they came from like
leaves.
Flower leaves, like flower petals and things like that. It's like that fresh. It's like absolutely super fresh tea. I love it. It's very good. And I'll just like, what if I mix them?
No, don't waste my tea.
And of course, you know, oat milk latte. Don't even need to try it. It's just find Rojo's and get this drink. Oat milk latte.
There's only 2 Rojos. There's one in Princeton, New Jersey, and there's one in Lambertville, New Jersey. So when he says find it, he means visit us.
It's not that hard to find people.
They're right there. Can we eat the food now? Okay, so this is from Jammin Crepes, and surprise, surprise, they have a ton of different crepes. They do the savory, the dessert type, everything in between. We have never been here before, like we said, so I'm really excited to try it. I just had like a hankering for a good crepe. So this, it looks really good. I got a gluten-free option, so I don't know if that's gonna taste any different. And I just got the regular, like original Nutella. So Jammin Crepes apparently makes their own Nutella. They have almonds and hazelnuts that they source, and they grind those up to make their own hazelnut spread. So I am super excited to try this. It's been years since I've had a crepe. Fancy. Uh-oh.
So much for those utensils, huh?
Wood utensils, not apparently the strongest thing. The sauce is really good. Maybe it's the gluten-free version that I got that's just a little too spongy.
All right. The crepe itself, I think, is suffering from being gluten-free.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Which is not typical. Like, I usually really don't mind if something's gluten-free. The sauce is really good, and the fresh strawberries, like the sweetness, I did catch a little bit of that. I think that there could be more strawberries a little bit as well. But, you know, I would like to give it another shot in the gluten-full version. Now, something I've been very excited for weeks now, I've been trying to figure out when I can get over here, is some cookies by Milk and Cookies. They specialize in cookies. They have the most beautiful and cute storefront, and they're a lot of fun. I wish I recorded ordering it on the phone, and I was just like leaning on them for recommendations, and we had an absolute blast. They are some really cool people. Go hang out with them even if you don't like cookies. But if you do like cookies, oh yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah, these cookies are big, and they're pretty cheap. They're $2 a cookie. And they're like 4 inches across, and they have all kinds of really unique flavors. So I got the chocolate chip cookie, the Princeton toffee cookie, the lavender cookie, because if you haven't seen our last video, we're obsessed with lavender right now, and not quite sure what this one is.
Snickerdoodle?
Snickerdoodle. Very buttery. And not overpoweringly sugary. With all this cookie here, I didn't think that I would be eating all of it right now. But after that bite, I'm really second guessing that.
Where's the milk?
I forgot the milk. You want to try?
Yes.
Whoa!
Can I try the lavender one?
Absolutely.
It has little purple sprinkles on it too, which is very cute. What? Why don't we put lavender in everything? It's so good. We might have to get some more before we go home.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Enjoy our sweet treats. It is way too hot, so we'll probably end up going home and going to bed early afternoon.
Because that's totally not out of character.
Yeah, no, it's because of this specific situation. It's not like a normal Saturday.
Like
It's not every Saturday. Oh hey, how's it going? Good morning.
Good morning. It's the next day.
We are here in beautiful Freehold, New Jersey, and a little fun fact, I used to do surgery right over there.
But that is not why we're here today.
Absolutely not.
We're here to continue our journey to try all of the fun things of New Jersey food and drink that we haven't tried yet. So today on the agenda, bagels and coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. First we'll be stopping at the Bagel Nook, which is famous on Instagram and everywhere else for having the craziest looking bagels that you can find. There are a bunch of colors that bagels typically do not come in.
They look really cool. And then secondly, we're gonna stop at Rook Coffee, which is a really popular New Jersey coffee shop, and I guess it has a bit of a cult following here.
Let's go get some, because I'm hungry.
Let's go.
Bye-bye. Okay, so you're probably thinking, Eric, downtown Freehold looks a lot like your apartment. That's not true. We left.
We had to go. It was so hot today and I've had a headache for a couple days, so we wanted to really enjoy the coffee and the bagels, and the best way to do that was from our own couch. So we decided to go 2 routes with the Bagel Nook. When the Bagel Nook started, they started with these crazy bagel ideas like the Oreo, the Fruity Pebbles, I think Cocoa Puffs, things like that. And we got a Fruity Pebbles bagel just to stay true to their origin story.
That's right. It has birthday cake cream cheese and fresh strawberries on it, and they did not skimp on that at all. There is a lot
delicious
of cream cheese. Yeah, it looks absolutely
magical.
just decadent. Yeah, magical. Yeah. And then juxtaposed to that, it wouldn't be New Jersey unless we got a pork roll, egg, and cheese sandwich. I mean, like, it is just about as classic as it gets. Plain bagel, lots of cheese, lots of egg, lots of pork roll, or Taylor ham, depending on which is wrong, but roll. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You gotta give it a shot.
Okay, so we can see that there's Fruity Pebbles all in the baked bagel bread. There's small batch cream cheese, and I see some fresh strawberries sliced in there as well. That's really good. The cream cheese is like impossibly good. It's so good, and the bagel is really soft, really fresh, which is good because we did have it in the car for a little bit to get back here. So I'm excited that it stayed really fresh and soft, but that cream cheese for me is like, that's what makes it.
Look at it, like, that's insane. I didn't expect that the underside would be like that covered in like the actual cereal. You'd expect the cream cheese, when you think about it, to almost be too sweet, but it maintains its like cheesiness, like like what you expect of a cream cheese, which is a light coating of being really sweet. You're just getting hints of flavor of like, oh, there's like fresh strawberries, there's birthday cake in here, there's freaking Fruity Pebbles up in this bagel. It's really good. All right, we have here standard issue pork roll, egg, and cheese. You are afforded one of these every time you're born in New Jersey. Exactly what you want from pork roll, egg, and cheese. Their bagels are incredible. Their bagels are really, really fresh. I mean, like, yeah, like we sat in a car for about an hour to get back here, and they are like, they just came out of the oven. The bagels are the best part. And when we were there, it was so busy. It was so busy, and that's another reason we decided to come home too. Like, their phone was off the hook for us trying to even place an order. And I think I totally get it now. It's so good. Worth the hype, 100%. It's so good. Like, even at its most basic, if you want to go with something completely plain, you're gonna be surprised. Yeah. Like, it is really good. And then, and don't be intimidated by these crazy things, because they are, they live up to the hype. Last but not least. Ooh, jinx. Jinx. We have our special drinks as well. We went to Rook Coffee, which is a small batch coffee roaster. Yes. That has expanded into a bit of a chain along the Jersey coast. So I got the New Orleans style cold brew with oat milk and some sugar. It's made, they make a point to tell you that it's made with chicory, which I'm not exactly sure. What's chicory? I think it's a spice. Like hickory, but with a C. It's not a personality trait. I just wasn't feeling very chicory today. I'm gonna have to throw this batch out. All right, let's see. It's really good. I would say, if you're looking for like a coffee ice cream, this is it. But don't forget about my drink. So whenever we go to a cafe that doesn't have decaf, I'm a little bit left out. Rook is one of them. They do not have decaf. But they do have some decaf options for drinks. And one of them is a beautiful Poland Spring water bottle. So I was happy that I had an option to get here, but I am missing out on the coffee a little bit. But I'll go ahead and give this a little taste test for you. Smooth. 100% natural spring water. I think, is this one true? Is Poland Spring actual natural spring water? I think this is one that lies. A lot less caffeine in her drink, but I think that we're, if you're looking for... It's about equal to our tolerance, so... What we're saying is Rook has both options for you. But the Bagel Nook, and you'll see in some of the shots, the Bagel Nook does also serve coffee. We wanted to try both of these, so we didn't get the coffee from the Bagel Nook, but we saw some K-cups
and whole bean, as well as decaf coffee at the Bagel Nook.
Both of these companies both have monthly subscriptions as well.
They do.
So those are options.
Coffee
delivery, and they'll come right to you. So either in, I believe, ground coffee form
Yes.
or K-cup form,
Yep.
depending on which of the two coffees. I suggest trying them both and seeing which works best for you. And you know, the monthly coffee subscription is a great way to get it just right to your door.
They both take their coffee really seriously, which we do as well when we drink it. So it's always nice to see the people who are really into the coffee game. And I'm excited to get back to these bagels.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm about this bagel game right now.
Absolutely. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for coming along and eating all these sweet treats with us. If you go to any, we'll have links in the description for all of the places that we visited over this weekend. If you do go, let them know that we sent you and say hi to them for us. See you later, guys.
Have fun.